Previously on BombersportsPlays NASCAR Heat Evolution, I get the feeling this video is waiting to be one long version of one of those NASCAR Nixon damn lap car videos.
12 seconds later.
Carlo.
Fuck, I don't, what the fuck? What the fuck? What the fuck? What the fuck?
Yes, hello racing gamers and welcome back to BombersportsPlays NASCAR Heat Evolution, the series that has been going from strength to strength actually on this channel, and I want to start with a little bit of a thank you guys for the support you've given this series so far. It's been really fun to do. It's been the first real gameplay series I've gotten into. I did Dirt Rally for quite a while, but now I'm doing the NASCAR Heat Evolution series, and you guys have really been loving this series and supporting it, so thank you guys so much. We drop into race 8 now at Bristol for the Food City 500. This is a site we've only seen before at Martinsville. We're on the pole. We're leading the field away. Let's go racing, boys. Boogity, boogity, boogity and all that. My vocal cords are trying to reject me saying that. Matt Kens is furious. He's like, how dare you give the lamest intro to a race ever? I'm going to immediately take the lead away from you. Yeah, Bristol was targeted as I'm getting freight trained the hell out of immediately. This is a very Bristol... Oh, God, we nearly ploughed Joey Logano. This is a good start, isn't it? We are just losing position to hand of fist. Joey, where you going, mate? State of your exit, mate. State of your Brexit. No, actually, let's not get political up in here. Ken's is starting to pull away, but what's interesting about this race is that it literally... This was kind of one of the other races where I kind of got the sense that you could kind of target a win here. You know, after Martinsville, we knew we had a good shot of winning going into that one, and we were able to seal the deal in an amazing race there. Bristol was one of the others, but unlike Martinsville, where our car felt really good and I felt like we had a really good package, here, not so much. Just state of this car's handling, mate. It is absolutely disgraceful. Kyle Busch is just... Oh, I've been bumped and nearly turned my Dell Jr. I'm checking up the entire field here. This is just disgusting, really. This is another one of those racetracks where the car is hideously loose on entry and disgracefully tight off. It's just the worst combo. I hate it. I tried many hours of practice to try and fix this car, but where the car is so horrible, it also manifests in being so hard to adjust. Like, you make one tiny adjustment and the car just literally crashes straight into the wall because it completely handles in a totally different way. So it's very frustrating in that respect, but luckily, as now Kurt Busch is underneath us, he's always pretty good here, and he's straight in, beating and banging. This is some good racing early, though. Oh, we're getting beaten off the corner. Big slide. Edwards gets into us as well. We're in the wall. State of our first 6 laps. This is horrific. Anyone wondering where the whole state of your something, mate, comes from, go listen to OSW Review. If you're a wrestling fan, and even if you're not, you'll thank me later. So now we've fallen to 7th, having started on the pole, because our car is just an absolute atrocity on wheels. But this is kind of like Auto Club. I really like Bristol. And I've even kind of warmed to new Bristol, because I'm one of the old school Bristol types, which remembers when it literally was a case of, hey, are you running right next to the apron, right down there on the bottom? Because if you're not, you're screwed. And literally, it was just... I remember the races there were fantastic. Anyone subscribed to my main channel, Team Bombersports, one of my first... I did a classic race club series where I review old NASCAR races. The first one I did was the first NASCAR race I ever watched, which was at Bristol, the Food City 500 2001. And that was back in the old days where Bristol was pretty much single file. But it made for amazing racing. Like, it was an awesome track. And I was the one that hated it when it went multi-groove and progressive. And it was like, yeah, we can run side by side here now. What, you mean not have to get into each other to try and make a pass? Boring. Oh my God, we're going 3 wide. Whoa, that was close. Lap traffic once again playing a factor. As if the intro wasn't a giveaway enough. Yes, lap traffic is going to be a big factor in this one. Ryan Blaine has just parked it down on the inside. He's parked the bus. So in the blink of an eye, much like Martinsville, it's a very similar story here for Bristol. I like this track. I've warmed to New Age Highline Bristol, which I don't mind too much. It kind of reminds me of Winchester Speedway. Any ARCA or K&N Pro Series or late model fans, super late model fans, remind me of that place as we retake the lead from Kurt Busch, one of our foes from Martinsville. All a bit of deja vu, really. We're getting hounded early. Guys faster than us on pure pace. However, we like this track, and we can negotiate lap traffic. Oh, squim massive. Oh, just, poo flying all over the place. I'm sorry, those of you in the front rows in the grandstand, you've just got poo all over your faces from me just exploding out of turn 2. Just absolutely blowing up on my own. I was getting a bit cocky there. Carl Edwards muscles his way through. Got to give the AI credit. Oh! I give them credit by absolutely punting Carl Edwards. For the second short track race in a row of wrecked Carl Edwards. He's gone. He's gone. He's put his wiper on. Oh, God. State of this race so far. We retake the lead again from Kurt Busch as he gets snagged behind lap traffic. Once again, Martin Truex Jr. and AJ Allmendinger looking to the skies for salvation. Trying to find something. Just praying to the gods at DMR to give them some sort of... Edwards is still stuck in the wall on the inside. That's amazing. Oh, that's brilliant. Here comes Kurt Busch back to the inside again. Got to give the AI credit. You know, the lap traffic is really slow and they do have problems with lap traffic, but hey, real Bristol and real Martinsville are that difficult to deal with lap traffic as well. And generally the AI are very racy here. They get right down in on the inside or they try and work the high side. They're pretty solid and they're very fun to drive here. It's just to say my car's no good when cars get alongside me. Speaking of Martinsville, do we see a shape looming in the mirrors? I think we do. I think we do. Well, no, actually, he's stuck behind Michael Annette. Let's point at him and mock. Actually, let's not, because we've got to deal with the Richard Petty Motorsports duo here. And the most blisteringly mediocre non-entity in stock car racing. And he's nearly spun on his own. He's nearly blown up just at the sight of a talented driver. Theoretically, he should do that all the time. Wow, I've been harsh to Brian Scott in this series. He hasn't even done anything to me in this series. Nowhere near as much as someone like Regan Smith. So, we're working at lap 18 now of 125. Pit window is fairly similar to where it was at Martinsville, but probably a lot less on fuel because of, you know, a much higher average speed here at Bristol. So, it'll probably be around, if we go the distance on green flag stops, it'll probably be around like 40-45. Martinsville was closer to 50-55. We're predicted 28 laps here from lap 19, so rudimentary maths on the fly gives us 47 no, 37 something. No, 4. Never mind, I need to get the calculator. I'm going to get a calculator because I'm that dreadful at maths.
Carlo.
Oh, no. Wait a minute. We need to delay our maths. Kurt Busch, that's the only maths he understands, that if he overtakes me, he gains +1 position.
Still there.
And he takes the #1 spot. So the battle is back on, but Landon Castle is coming to my aid here. Oh, but here comes Joey Logano. He's joining in again. It's the rematch from Martinsville. He's determined to get revenge.
Still there.
Whoa, we're doing Mika Hakkinen and Michael Schumacher again. I'm on the high side of Landon Castle. Joey's on the low side. This is really good stuff. Bobby Labonte has no idea where to go. Logano down on the inside. He nearly forces Labonte up into me. Oh, this is... Jesus Christ. This is pretty intense to start off. Anyway, like 19 plus 28 equals 47. Yes, I was correct all along. Anyway, I've got more pressing issues at hand than my inability to count to 30 or 40 or whatever. I can't do maths, all right? That's what my crew chief's for. Joey Logano dive bombs Kurt. Gets to the lead. Chris Buescher checks up in 1 and 2. We run over Kurt Busch. Buescher, what are you doing, mate? Could you just not? Don't try and be uppity just because you're a chase driver and everything. Here comes Jimmy Johnson to join the party as well. This has been a frenetic lead battle so far. Our car is really no good on pure pace against everyone else, but I'm wringing its neck desperately, and lap traffic is really coming to our aid here. Look at this. They are choked up all over the place. Kurt Busch is stuck in behind Chase Elliott. What's he doing back here? He's in 24th. We've lapped up to the low 20s already. Joey Logano's trying to go 3 wide in the middle of Ryan Newman and Michael McDowell. That's incredibly bold for 25 laps in. Oh, Johnson and Kurt Busch side by side behind. Newman, will you just get your stupid massive no-neck out the way? Oh, what's Kurt Busch doing? How is that not a massive wreck? It is a massive wreck. It is a massive wreck. Huge amounts of wrecking is happening right now. Fortunately, we've been given the caution. And to be honest, that was an absolute... In the words of Kim Jong-il, it was absolutely... Insert the thing here. So yeah, well, we've only fallen to 7th, unbelievably, as the caution came out, but we do have a lot of damage, so I'm just really hoping we don't lose a lap here. And to be honest with you, I don't even know quite what happened there. I think Kurt Busch got squeezed up into the wall outside me. I don't know if I got pushed up there, whether he just went for a gap that didn't exist. And we're down in 21st. It's not ideal, but we are still on the lead lap by the looks of it. 23 cars on the lead lap this early in the race. And look who else is back here. Pretty much everyone else who was up front. Matt Kenseth's back here. Kevin Harvick's mired down in 18th. Alongside David Reagan and Danica Patrick. And her boy, Freaky Stenhouse Jr., who's just gone nowhere. Probably because Paul Menard's right in front of him. That's a bad idea. Oops. Total amateur hour from me there. That was a disgusting corner. Someone doesn't like my line there. He's like, no, you stay down there on the apron, sir. I think it's Michael McDowell getting quite uppity. Mikey, what have I done to deserve this? Whoa, just dive bomb Ryan Ellis by accident. This is... Oh, Eric, can you... Oh, bloody hell. Bobby Labonte's wrecked. With just carnage, crash again, everywhere. Another caution. Well, they do say when you get back in the pack at Bristol, it all gets a bit chaotic. We're taking a bit of a battering so far. And we may as well pit again. We're back here. We may as well pit again. We're at the tail end of the lead lap. It's not like we're going to get any track position out of it. And we are making some adjustments here. We're upping the right side air pressures, tyre pressure to try and tighten this thing up. We are wrecking loose out of the corners. So we're upping the air pressures. Normally I don't do that. They are generally high enough. High as a kite. They're kind of like Towley. I'm going to make the air pressure a little high. I'm going to get a little high. So we only lose the one position. Almirola gets the free pass. There's still only 24 cars on the lead lap. So let's get going and try not to have such... Oh, Christ. Oh, wow. Wow. State of my restart, mate. Jesus. Oh, my God. It's... I am so... Why did I say I was good at Bristol? It's just fallen off a cliff. Right, refocus. We need to get our head straight. We need tea for this, and luckily I have just that.
Still there.
Let's just calmly sip tea whilst we're going 3 wide with lap traffic. Eric, can you stop being so slow? I keep wrecking into you whenever I look at you. And we've already passed Almirola for 23rd. Oh my God, look at that. Oh! Mile high line up in here. We're running the Carl Larson line, glued up against the wall, rubbing the right side paint off, and we're making our way through traffic. Ryan Blaney, I really can't wait for this patch because it's just not right, the fact that you are so pathetically slow that you keep wrecking me race after race. Chris Bush is up here along with Bobby Labonte and Brian Scott, the blistering non-entity, and our old friend Regan Smith. Hello, Regan. You thought our feud had soured somewhat. It really hasn't. It really hasn't. I don't even care that you're not on the same lap. I want to make my presence felt, and I do successfully, but we do have bigger issues here. The fact is we are falling behind. My voice is still shot from the past weekend, and we are falling back a little bit. We're 23rd, and we're about 2 seconds down the road from Ricky Stenhouse Jr., the next car up ahead. And of course, we saw how quickly the field lapped up to 23rd spot initially on the first green flag run. So we need to step it up here to make sure we don't fall a lap down in the process and activate the AI Didums mode. On the outside of Stenhouse Jr. It's just so hard. The oval here, it's just so... Especially if you've got a car like mine, which is just wrecking loose, although those adjustments have definitely helped here. We are running a lot better here now. It'll probably be a temporary thing because, of course, the tyre pressures are more of a temporary change. They evolve across the run, but they're still working well. We have made the pass for 22nd, and just as we look to pass Newman... Another caution comes out. Now what do? 82 laps to go, 39 left on fuel. So, no real point on pitting in terms of fuel, but we are still near the tail end of the lead lap cars. So do we pit again, bung some more tyres on? Or do we stay out this time around? We stay out this time around. Track position starting to become important. We're only up to 19th, but we had made some gains on that stop. Dem gains, bro. Bro, do you even not pit? Bro, do you even pit, bro? Well, in this case, I don't. And do we get a better restart? Yes. Although, to be fair, I think Happy Hour at the Brain Damage Clinic probably would have been able to get a better restart that time than me. Just as I say that, Brett Keselowski, can you not, mate? Can you not? Brett Keselowski's a driver. I've always he's never been one of my boys or one of my favourites, but I've always quite liked Brad in terms of I respect the way he races and everything. Like, he's kind of old school in his attitude, and I quite like him for that. So I don't like this. Traffic all over the place. But at least in this case, it's lead lap traffic, so it's battles for position. But you just end up blocked in. There's just nowhere to go. Right up high. If they're too wide down on the inside, it is almost certainly absolute suicide to try and go high side on them. But that's kind of what we have to do, because our car's so tight, loose, I don't even know. Just such a state in terms of handling. We are moving up, though. Again, traffic playing a factor. These guys are just bunged up in their own traffic, so it's not even lap traffic causing a factor. Boy, what are you doing, mate? Oh, we're going to go 3 wide. Going to go 3 wide. I'm going to try and shoot the gap. Oh! Whoa! That was close. And we made the pass on Harvick, mostly. Yeah, I think so. Yeah, close. Nearly. Steady on. Yes, we made the pass. Yowza! That was... We just went through the middle, 3 wide at Bristol, and made it stick. and we somehow haven't ended up in the grandstands. Like, yeah, shut it down. I don't think this video is going to get any better than that. Yowza, that's going to be one of my best moves of the series so far. Blimey O'Reilly. Anyway, blimey Charlie. We've passed Casey Kane as well, and amongst all that, Kevin Harvick is chasing back after us. He is humiliated by that. How dare we pass him 3 wide through the middle? He is personally insulted by that. He's chasing us down, and the fact that Greg Biffle's doing about 12 miles an hour isn't helping. Greg, can you decide if you're still good or not? And decide pronto. He got tight in the middle of the corner. We had to take evasive action. Now we're trying to force Kevin Harvick down. Never a good idea. He gets the fender alongside. We're still right there, tight in the middle of 3 and 4. Can we get the run off? Yeah. Oh, it's just so hard. Like, big smoke in 1 and 2. People are checking up a little bit. Someone hasn't wrecked. Oh no, someone's in the pits. That's Chase Elliott in the pits on the backstretch. So he's having a miserable race so far. But, oh goodness me. Yeah, the car is just so pathetic with its handling. It's like right in the middle of the corner where you're expecting to be able to pick the throttle up again. You just can't. If you're just slightly out of the groove, you just can't because it will just plow straight into the wall. I hate to think about the state of my right front tyre. Harvick's now working Greg Biffle in front of us. Oh, oops, we get into the back of Biffle a little bit. We get tight of the corner. Sorry, Greg, that wasn't intentional. My car is literally just that atrocious in terms of handling right now. He's all over the place. He saves it. Denny Hamlin now being freight trained. We get loose off of 2. That's the problem. Like, it gets tight in the center off. And then you work it so hard coming off the corner. You either plow up into the wall or get... Look, see, we can't complete the pass. We had to clear him, and it's hard enough to pass on the low side anyway here. See if we can get a slide job going. That'll do. We've made the pass. Oh, touch the apron there. That's another thing you absolutely can't do at Bristol. Just avoid the apron like the plague. I think we've already successfully proven that in this race.
Still there.
Working through lap traffic now, so... Oh, that was a bit close. In fact, that was closer than I'd like to the wall because we actually hit it. And we are working Kevin Harvick now. Ryan Ellis is coming to the rescue again. Do we go 3 wide? We're going to have to. No choice. Absolutely no choice. This has literally been one long version of that Mika Hakkinen and Michael Schumacher moment at Spa. Kenseth up in front of us. He's got Ryan Blaney in front of him, being lapped for about the 20th time in this race already. Because his car's being still powered by asthmatic ants carrying heavy shopping. Look at it. I like the Wood brothers as well, and I like Ryan Blaney. Just sort that car out, DMR, please. Again, I stress that this was one of the videos made before the second patch that came out a couple of weeks ago. So from Richmond onwards, that'll be when that patch takes effect. So we'll see from there on whether anyone's seasons improve or go the other way. Oh, it's Regan Smith again. Hello. You're now about 5 million laps down, so I won't even bother to try and play with you. You're just not even on my level, mate. Get on it. And Carl Edwards 32nd and coming off of pit road. Well, we did kind of wreck him early on. Yeah, soz about that. We may have accidentally started a few more. Oh, this is not going to work. Mears is log jammed in. I mean, Casey Mears has taken advantage of the driver rating so far and has had a great season so far. He's in the top 10 in points, I think. Mikey Annette, can you... Oh, blimey, that was close. Oh, interesting. We're having green flag pit stops. Now, could this be a similar situation to Martinsville where we end up with a lucky caution putting us as one of about 3 cars on the lead lap? Oh, we're going 3 wide again. Close your eyes. Oh, Mikey, give us some room on the inside so we can pass AJ Allmendinger. Ooh. I need more tea. I need all of it. Oh, and that's damn good tea. I need it. It's strong tea today as well. Because clearly I'm not sweet enough normally. Matt Kenseth's just ahead of us. Not sure who the actual leader is right now. It might be Jimmy Johnson, actually. I can see Johnson up ahead, so he might be leading right now. We are 3rd, and several guys here have got to make pit stops. I assume these are guys who just didn't pit under those previous few sequences of cautions. They just stayed up the front and just claimed track position, but now it's gone green long enough, they now have to pit for fuel, and this is around where I'd imagine they'd be out on fuel. Carl Edwards is charging up behind. Now, Carl, just give me a second. I know you're a million laps down, so I'm not going to try and race you. But if you just give me a moment, I will let you through, because there's no point me trying to race you, because you are about 20 laps down. So, there you go. He's 18th, okay. Maybe not quite as far back as I thought. But is he now going to try and run interference for his teammate like Brad did at Martinsville? Oh, God. No, I'm just running my own interference by being a terrible driver. Larson, you're last. Larson, mate. We need to have a talk. Man to man, we need to talk. We need an intervention. We don't need to talk, we need an intervention. I wonder if it's just real life bad luck has translated into the game. That's like what happened at Dover in the chase. I'm still raw about that, don't mock me. He is one of my boys. But hey, Ken's is still up ahead. Even he lets his lap down teammate go. I assume Edwards is a lap down. He has to be after those pit stops. He has to be at least a lap down now. 55 to go in the race. Lap 71 of 125 here at the Bristol Food City 500.125 or whatever it is. And the right front is disgracefully ploughed, as you'd assume. It loosens the corner, but we're in a very good spot here. And we still have that win in the bank, so we can be a little bit more adventurous now. As long as we stay in top 30, in top 30, I've turned northern for a second. As long as we stay in top 30 in points, I'm wrecking Eric Jones because he's shite.
All clear.
Non-British viewers are going to have no idea what I'm talking about here. But as long as we stay in the top 30 in points, as Kevin Harvick comes by for third, that's fine. I'm running this a little bit like Mark Martin right now.
Still there.
No need to use my stuff up battling clearly faster cars. Let's try and save our stuff for the end. And remember, lap traffic will bring these guys right back to us, as Ryan Newman is proving immediately. Thank you very much. Quad error demonstrandum. Right there.
Still there.
But yeah, this is not too bad. We're in a good spot. We do have that win. As long as we're in the top 13 points, we will still make it into the chase. And so far, our formers... Oops. Our formers nearly wrecked Kevin Harvick, which he probably doesn't appreciate us absolutely pancaking the right side of his car. We're having to go high side on Chris Buescher, but the problem is we're getting late in our tyre run, so our car is probably the worst it's handled all day. And considering it's pretty atrocious to start with, this is basically like... It's like an ETX NASCAR 14 car drunk on roller skates in a shopping trolley in a Walmart that's in the middle of an earthquake. I don't know. It's pretty atrocious right now. But as we talk about lap traffic, oh my goodness, what's happening here? Kevin Harvick goes ploughing into turn one, nearly wrecks about 20 cars. Luckily, how we all got away with that, I've got no idea. Denny Hamlin's now coming in to join the fun. Denny, do you know what, mate? It's an absolute logjam in front. You may as well... Oh, he's a lap down anyway. Okay. All right, Denny, you go. I'm just going to sit back here. The leaders are wadded up in this pack up in front of me, and I'm getting involved in it. Okay. Oh, no. This is not a good move. I'm just going to sit back here. Honestly, we're not that far away from pits, and this has got trouble all over it. It's got even worse now that Ryan Ellis has joined the fun. And he is like that old biddy in the middle lane on the highway doing about 40 miles an hour when it's supposed to be 70. What is he doing? Ryan Newman, what are you doing? He's trying to force us into the turn 2 wall. Finally fresh air. We're clear. The wide open spaces of Bristol. What wide open spaces, you say? Finally open out to us again. Oh, that was a bit tense. Okay, let's take advantage of a brief moment of serenity with a nice sip of tea. Tell me something in the comments. Am I the only NASCAR gamer on here who drinks tea? Pretty sure Rhino GT4 does. I think he said he drinks tea before. He's American, so he kind of finds it a novelty. For me, it's my lifeblood. Like, if I do not drink tea, I die. It's a British thing. That's just what happens. You literally, like, you know how people say, oh, you need water, you need to drink water to survive, you need to have water in yourself, you can't be dehydrated. I get dehydrated when I don't have tea. So, I need tea. It's just a fact. Some people claim they need coffee. Bollocks. It's just not true. You don't need no one needs coffee. If you're British, you need tea. I wonder if there could be tea transfusions. Like those kind of needles you get, like the tap you get when you're in an operation. They pump blood in or whatever. Or medication. You just get tea. Anyway, let me... where the hell did I go on that tangent? Anyway, we're back. We are working more lap traffic. Michael McDowell. There's Denny Hamlin in front of us, who is a lap down now in 15th. So that shows you how little cars are on the lead lap right now. As to be expected from a long green run at Bristol. We are running okay. Just over 40 laps to go in this one. We're ticking down the laps. We've got 7 laps to go until we need to pit. So I'm not too far away. If a caution comes out now, we may end up trapping a bunch of us on the lead lap. Or, you know, not that many on the lead lap. Edwards is still... Where's Edwards right now? Oh, he's 14th. So he and Hamlin are battling for position. Ricky Stenhouse Jr. is 25th. And Ryan Blaney is so slow he wouldn't even have qualified for the truck race here. Whoa, going 3-1 in front, though. That's a bit of a messy situation. And with the tyres as bad as they are right now, and I'm not really in any sort of battle for position right now, so I can just be a little bit patient. Oh, God. Car is handling horrifically now. It's agonizingly bad. You see it just plow straight towards the wall in the entry to the corners, and then if I turn it anymore, it just slides. Oh, that wall, that was close. Oh, poo everywhere again. As Carl Edwards accidentally runs over AJ Allmendinger. Well, it might have been deliberate, I don't know. Maybe Edwards just did not like AJ's face today. This is like, your face, I hate it, plow. But either way, another heart attack I probably didn't need. But we are in fourth, and we're kind of on our own with 4.1 seconds up the road from Tony Stewart, leading Danica Patrick. So a good day for those. Good day for Stewart-Haas Racing in general. Kevin Harvick's up in third, and I think Kurt Busch is in the top 10 as well. So all 4 cars up there. Danica's always been decent at the short tracks, and Tony Stewart, hey, he's on the farewell tour, so may as well have something. He was always pretty decent at Bristol back in the day. But we're in no real battle with anyone for position. Kevin Harvick's right there, but we can see him, so that's fine. Tony Stewart's still a way back, so we're just ticking the laps down now until we need to pit, which isn't very long at all. So more sips of tea go down. We are just playing ourselves into the final table. It's like a poker thing right now. You just play yourselves into that final table. Oh, goodness me. Bobby Labonte, how slow do you want to go? It's a really check-up big slide there. And as I say, the tyres are absolutely shagged right now. And we are actually coming to pit road now. Let's get the pit stop out of the way. 3 laps of fuel to go. And we are just coming onto pit road now. So we'll see. And the caution comes out literally as we just hit pit road. So good timing, I guess. With 7 cars on the lead lap, I assume that must mean some people will get the wave around if they've already pitted. Yeah, do you want to pit under this caution? Well, considering that's what I was about to do. So 7 cars on the lead lap. It's not quite the 3 from Martinsville, but 7 cars on the lead lap as we take the restart. In 5th place, it's a Stewart-Haas Racing 1, 2, 3, but not for long. Here comes me to ruin the fun, and Kevin Harvick does not appreciate that at all. Tries to pinch me down on the entry of 1 and 2. We're up to 3rd. Danica Patrick is leading the Food City 500. Well in. Good job. I assume they must have only taken 2 tyres or something on the last pit stop. Or just stayed out. Who knows? Jimmy Johnson's to our inside now. He wants to join in the fun. Stewart's looking for a victory that will lock him into the chase in his final full-time season. Danica Patrick is looking for her first Sprint Cup Series victory ever. Literally for history for women drivers in NASCAR. And I'm just looking for a second victory for Team Budget Sports this season in what's been an incredible rollercoaster year. Now remember, we can afford to give up a little bit of pace here because we know that these guys aren't as good in lap traffic. Although I think Danica Patrick is becoming a little bit of a cork in the bottle here. And the bottle is fizzing up and ready to spray champagne all over the place. Am I going to be the one to finally uncork the bottle? Tony Stewart's right there. He's desperately trying to play tail gunner for his employee. But we're working really hard. Big slide into 1 and 2. Trying to work the high side. Oh, we're getting pinched. Tony Stewart was on the inside of Danica. Just as I was going for the pass, Tony Stewart knocked Danica up into us. That was tactical. You sneaky bastard, Tony. I saw what you did there. Just as I was on the high side of Danica, Tony Stewart dive-bombed Danica, punted her up into me, and put me up in the wall. That's cheeky. It's also cost Danica the lead as well. She's now getting freight trained. But Tony Stewart is going for the lead at all costs. He's actually just betrayed his own employee. Tony Stewart's just thrown his own teammate under the bus. She's now fallen back to 5th with us. Kevin Harvick's still there in the mix. Jimmy Johnson and Matt Kenseth now chasing Tony Stewart for the win. Under 25 laps to go now. And we're back on the high side of Danica Patrick. We nearly had the move done for the lead a few laps ago. She's racing really good right now. Really hard, I've got to say. I don't want to sound like the overly condescending Darrell Waltrip does whenever he speaks about Danica Patrick, which I'm sure totally doesn't help fuel people's annoyance and rage about Danica. But this is the lead battle for now. Joey Logano, being the free pass car, is still stuck back in lap traffic 8 seconds down the road, kind of like what happened to Kurt Busch at Martinsville. So this is still the battle for the win here between these 6 cars. Johnson, Harvick, Stewart, Kenseth, another Johnson, a bigger Johnson, and Danica Patrick. Oh, Jamie McMurray's up here, but he's not on the lead lap, so he's basically looking to try and pass the leader and regain a lap on the track, and he's very quick right now, so we might have to play this one tactically here. Oh, Kenseth's getting checked up off the corner. Harvick's pinching him down. This is good racing, you know. Once again, the DMR AI, when you get them in a full racing scenario, no adaptive AI, no nothing like that, generally really, really fun to drive against. So much fun. And short track AI is some of the most difficult, because obviously it's so intense, it's so cramped, it's so tight. But generally, this lot have been really fun to drive against today. Johnson working to the inside of Michael McDowell, whose laps are about the 55th millionth time. We're just going to charge around the high side. Oh, look at that. Jamie McMurray sneaks through on the inside to continue his quest to get a lap back. And we all go all the way around the outside. It's one Johnson versus... It's the battle of the big Johnsons right now. Jimmy versus Adam. 6-time Sprint Cup champion versus some arse. 2-time race winner in NASCAR, though. So here we go. We've got a lot of lap traffic here. This has got to be where we can pounce. A race victory is once again well within our grasp here. We've just got to play this one smartly.
That was a great lap.
19 laps to go now. Oh, we've just squeezed past AJ Allmendinger while side by side with Jimmy. It's now 2x2 up in front. We tuck back in behind Jimmy Johnson. We've got a little bit of a gap to third now. We're all getting checked up, but the field here are really wadded up. We can't, there's no room through for us, so we're on the outside of Jimmy, but we've got no room to go. McMurray's threatening to try and play interference for all of us. Harvick's dive bombing up the inside. Oh my goodness. 3 or maybe 4 wide. Hold your breath. Oh, wowza. What a way to take the lead. That was amazing. We go 4 wide, I think, there. As lap traffic stacked up right in front of us, Johnson was getting dive bombed by Kevin Harvick. We're going 3 wide again.
Still there?
Holy moly. Goodness me. Lap traffic is a clinching experience here. Wowza, this is doing no favours to my voice at all, but I don't care. What a race. And we're ticking down now to just 16 laps to go in the Food City 500. Is a second race victory this season for Team Budget Sports on the table. Well, either way, this is a great return to form after that stinker we had at Texas. We badly needed this. Can we close this one out? Well, I'll tell you what. The rest of the lead lap cars are getting trapped in lap traffic. Matt Kenseth's fallen over 3 seconds behind us. Remember what happened in Martinsville. As soon as they got clear of lap traffic, they came flying up behind us. And the battle resumed once again in earnest. So, this is going to be intense as anything. Regan? Hello, Regan. I'm just going to let you do it. Oh, actually didn't mean to do that. I just got loose off of 4 and hit Regan Smith. He's just sat there like, yeah, you're just rubbing salt in the wound now, mate. I'm 32nd, about 12 laps down. Yeah, you're leading, I get it. You go. Anyway, while we have a little bit of calm, let's take a sip of tea. Not long to go now, 13 laps to go. And the tension is so real right now, so real. So we're still 3 seconds up the road from Matt Kenseth. Chris Buescher with the broken rear end back in 28th, limping around. We can afford to be a little bit smart about this. We don't have to take too many risks with lap traffic. In fact, we do, because Matt Kenseth has got free of lap traffic and he's chasing us down. Oh, this is tense once again. Nerves just all over the place. Nerves frayed and strained. Oh, getting a bit loose in the corners now. Tyres starting to go away. We still have a little bit of a gap. We still have a margin. Buescher's still there on the inside. We can't quite get clear of him. Here comes Paul Menard here as well. See, can we go around the outside here? Not yet. Buescher's still on our inside, you know, and Matt Kenseth's closing in.
You're all clear.
We are starting to tighten up badly in the middle of the corners. Now we've got Menard, but we've also got Ricky Stenhouse Jr. and Bobby Labonzi also freight training in front. We've just got to be careful picking our way through. Buescher's getting a bit feisty behind us. We go around the outside of Menard. Oh my... Oh, what the hell? What the... What? Oh my god. I don't believe it. Well, there's our spot guaranteed in the NASCAR Nixon Hall of Fame. What on earth happened there? What the hell happened there? Menard just punted us into the wall for no reason. Let's have a look on the replay. And it looks like... Do you know what I think happened? I think it's fucking Chris Buescher. Chris fucking Buescher. He dive bombs Paul Menard when he's already side by side with me, punts him up into me, into the wall, and that's it. Surely that's the race over now. Surely that's it. Our chance of winning's gone down the toilet. Well, we've got a caution at least. We've got overtime. We're restarting 8th, and we're at the tail end. And somehow we're at the tail end of the field. How? I don't know. I don't know how that's happened. We're somehow right back in the field, even though we weren't a lap down. Maybe we lost a lap. Oh, no. Oh, God. 4 laps to go. We're stuck right at the tail end of the field. This is for you, Mr. Buescher. I think we've just got ourselves a new feud, folks. Chris fucking Buescher. Wow. Wow, state of... I don't even care now. We're the last car on the lead lap. What are we going to do? Lose a lap? Wow, okay. Now we're just going 3 wide all over the place, as is everyone. Danica Patrick's down to 36th. So maybe she got an even worse deal out of that wreck than I did. We passed Kurt Busch for 7th. Brad Keselowski's right there. But all of these guys are lapped down. I don't get why we're... Oh, hello. Oi, you. Oi, get back here. Get back here. Come on. No. You, Mr. Buescher. You. I will have my revenge in this life or the next. I'm just going to fly around the outside of him. Oi, yeah, you. I'm flipping him off right now. You prick. What was that about? State of your race, mate. You absolute bellend. Yeah. I'm going to be storming over to their garage after the race. Storming over to the front row motorsports garage area after the race to throw my helmet at him. Oh, wow. Well, I'll tell you what. We finish the Food City 500, 7th place. And even though, yeah, I'm steaming, because we probably should have won that race. That is so frustrating to get wrecked by a poxy-lapped car out of nowhere. We are now in the NASCAR Nixon Hall of Fame forevermore. But I'll tell you what, this would probably hurt a lot more if we didn't already have that win at Martinsville. And the fact we've got that at least means that we've got that insurance policy. Menard's just running to the garage area. I don't know if he thinks that I'm annoyed at him. To be honest with you, I'm not really. Because it wasn't his fault. That was the second time that happened to me. Tony Stewart punted Danica up into me. Oh, man. But hey, overall, though, still a top 10 finish. Still 7th place. Still our second best result of the season behind the win at Martinsville. So overall, can't really complain. Here's the final result. It's Kevin Harvick that takes the win. I think that's his first win of the season, isn't it? Matt Kenseth 2nd, Joey Logano 3rd, Tony Stewart 4th, a good top 5, Kyle Busch 5th, Jimmy Johnson 6th, and then us and Kurt Busch, the last of the lead lap cars in the end. Look at these guys, already 2 laps down back here. Paul Menard finishes 20th in the end, despite being involved in that late race controversy. Buescher down in 20... Yeah, Buescher, mate. I'm going to need to have words. I am already out of my car and storming down pit road now. I'm like Kurt Busch at Darlington a few years back. Members of my crew are trying to restrain me desperately. Danica Patrick down 36. How did she lose 8 laps on that last caution? Wowzer. Mind you, my day could have been worse. It could have been Chase Elliott. So we pick up some decent winnings out of it. As I say, you can't really be that unhappy with a top 10 finish. It's just frustrating given that we knew we could have won that one. And opportunities to win races this year have been at a bit of a premium. So, man, this place is intense. This place is so intense. It beats you up. It doesn't care if you enjoy it. If you like Bristol, Bristol does not like you. Wowzer. And neither does Chris Buescher. Chris is no one's friend. But anyway, we still have a good points day. Back up into 16th in the points, and we do still have that priceless victory in the bank. So we can move forward through the season with some confidence. And after that race, I definitely need one final gulp of tea. Oh, great news! The Dacia Sand... Oh. We have new secondary sponsors. So... We have basically 2 sets of the same kind of sponsor conditions, but some of them pay out more. So obviously the first secondary sponsor pays a little bit more than the second secondary, I guess. Same conditions, so presumably if we set both of them to top 20 finish, then that's absolutely fine. Can we afford any more equipment? Yes, we can. We can afford a pipe bender, which will be a 2% grip improvement, and man, do we need some improvements in the handling. So we'll probably buy that one up. So that'll be rather nice. And I think that'll just about do it for this episode. Blimey. Another breathless one. It was a great race out there in the end. Really good fun. Despite the heartbreaking backstab in the finish. The twist in the tail. That left me quoting Michael from Rage Quit and Achievement Hunter. Great season for Team Budget Sports does continue though. We're still in 7th in the chase bracket. And that's still far better than Buescher is right now. If he wins a race in this series, I'm not going to be anywhere near as sympathetic to him as I was in IRL. But we march on to Richmond, another short track. Can we get another good result there? Hopefully so. Our short track game so far has been really, really good. You'll have to tune in next time to find out how things go at Richmond Motor Speedway. You'll probably see that one on Friday. In the meantime, thank you guys so much for watching and the incredible love you've given this series so far. It's been amazing. Can't wait to keep going with this one and stick it through to the end. Subscribe to the channel if you have not already. Comment down below. Devastate the like button like Chris Buescher devastated my hopes and dreams. And I'll see you guys next time on Team Bomber Sports and Bomber Sports Plays.
Well, you can keep on talking.